After all, it is the month that we celebrate Valentine's Day. But why should you limit those 3 words to just one day of the year or even just a month? Here to talk about ways that we can appreciate our loved ones 365 days out of the year is stylist Kristen Hilliard. Thank you so much for coming in, Kristen.
Good to be here.
You're bringing the love on,
I am.
right?
I love you.
I love you too. Let's start right there.
Yeah, let's get it out there.
All right, so and you talk about affirming words or affirmations.
Yes.
Tell us
it
about
comes
that.
from a book, The 5 Languages of Love, and it's everyone's love language is different. So you need to know your partner's love language. First, identify your own, and then know your partner. So the first one we're going to start off with.
Never heard that.
It's a great book. It's great for families and marriages and everything. But you can say I love you in different ways and speaking their language. So we're going to start with the affirmation.
Okay.
So affirmation is some people need to hear that they're looking good. Some people don't.
Okay.
But this is where you have different creative ideas are. This is 365 days of words that they can pick out of here and see how much their friend or partner or whatever loves
Okay,
them.
well,
So
let me pick. Let's see what it says.
Yeah.
Laughter.
Yeah. I love my mother's laughter.
Yeah.
And so every time I hear it, it makes me just love her even that much more.
Yeah,
So,
and then it kind of reminds you to maybe put a little more laughter in your life as well.
absolutely.
Interesting.
Laughter's important.
Okay.
And then another idea is just with your partner kind of do an ABC list, and then you would say A, you would say to me A.
Okay.
Awesome.
How about that? Awesome.
I love it. Awesome. And you be beautiful and back and forth, and they're hearing these things that people are saying, and that really feels good for someone that needs that affirmation.
Wonderful.
So words of affirmation are important to some people, so you might want to know what yours is.
Okay.
Then we'll go
you've
to
got all these other things over here.
This one's going to be quality time, and that's my love language. And quality time is just the moments together where the TV's off, there's not distraction, and you're with that person you love. And it can be doing anything from my favorite thing ever, which is a question book. It's 4,000 questions to getting to know everyone and anyone. And there are a lot of things that you might not know after marriage, after 10 years, you know? And,
all right, and let me see if we can show her. Yeah. So these are this is it, huh? Where do you get something like this? If something were to happen to you, who would you pick to replace you in your family? Wow, that's some deep stuff.
Yeah, it's really deep. And it's actually getting to know the depth of the person, beyond the surface conversations, sometimes small talk we do, but really getting to know people, which I think is really important. And the people that you love. I mean, I've talked to people, and I've known them for 4 years, and I'll find something new about them that I didn't even know. So it's a great way to do it.
It is.
And spending time.
It's spiritual. It's almost a spiritual, you get to know them on that level.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
No surface thing here.
All right, and then I saw this. You got all the pictures here. What's this?
A good friend of mine, she had just started a relationship, and they decided to do photos for 365 days. Now, they didn't do 365 photos, 278 or something, but this is documenting each day, and each time they took a picture, it was that time together, which was really important to them.
Excellent.
So, yeah, it's a really great way.
Look at the variety. Wow.
I know. I mean, there's so many good ones. It was so hard to pick. I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all are so creative.
All right, so now what do we go to over here? This is receiving gifts. Which
yes.
we all like to do.
Absolutely. Most people do, but there are some people that it's they appreciate it, but it's not their language. And you want to know their language. And the first thing about gifts, I think, if someone's is gifts, you need to know their favorites. Favorite color, favorite, candy, and all those things. The details are important, and you got to want to know the details. You want to know the game of the score of the game. Same with your person that you love. You got to want to know those details. So what it is here as a creative is get a journal. Get a really cool journal. Write out your thoughts about your loved one. And then maybe every other day switch it with your partner, and then they can write something. It can be like a love story or notes written back and forth to one another.
That's beautiful. Yeah, and then 10 years later you look back on that and you say, wow, look at the way we felt then and look at how it's grown now.
Exactly. Or remember how we were. There is some truth there.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important. And then, simple flowers. I got this actually. There's sometimes they have discounts, but if you're on a budget, grab some flowers with a sweet note to your loved one. Girls love flowers. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not going to say no to flowers. But, getting back to you say the language of love. So are you saying that we all speak a different language? Either it's going to be one of these or all of them, or how does, I'm still
generally, you're going to have one of these. It's going to be your main one. For me, quality time is, I love gifts, and I actually give gifts, but quality time is my love language. You're going to have a primary one and sometimes a secondary one, and everyone's language is different.
But how do you find out? How do you find out?
What do you do when you find that you are doing something a lot? Are you giving gifts a lot? Do you enjoy when you're with just your girlfriends a lot,
Right,
or are you a hugger? Like I'm a big hugger, so I'm a physical touch.
I think I like quality
hugger.
of time as well. I think I'm with you.
And
with that too.
But the book kind of goes in detail. But you identify yours, and then you identify your partners, and you want to speak their language, not what you are. Because sometimes you'll say, "Oh, I want to spend quality time with you," and they're like, "That's not my love language."
Yeah,
and you're like,
and you don't know it, but if you know it, then you know what gets to their heart.
Absolutely.
You got 2 more to go.
2 more to go.
1 minute.
Okay. So quickly. Breakfast in bed. It's a great acts of service. Acts of service is from this, getting them coffee, making it in the morning, giving it to them on the go, to filling up their car with gas or checking their oil. That's my mom's.
Yeah, that's my husband. He loves to do the acts of service. He's such a wonderful guy. So I got to find out what he likes the most.
Yes.
I think it's everything.
If he does acts of service, that might be his.
Yeah.
So you may be ironing something for him or doing something like that or whatever.
And that'll mean a lot to him.
It will speak loudly.
Okay.
So, and the last is going to be physical touch, and a good cuddly blanket makes you get snuggly with someone. And while you're there, just give them a hand massage, like watching a movie or something. And if they just need to be near you and touch you, that's a great way to do it. And of course, foot massages are always the best after work.
Who doesn't like a massage, right?
Oh, I love me some massages.
Hilliard, thank you, Kristen Hilliard. Thank you so much for coming in. We're both huggers,
so much.
obviously.
I love it.
Love
Physical
this.
touch.
Physical touch. Here we are.